What's going on, FG fam? We are back for another episode of the Colorado Rockies franchise here on MLB the Show 22, and the Rockies are still above 500. They have been doing a really nice job, but we're here at the trade deadline, and we have 3 games in this episode, so stay tuned. Now, I did take some advice from some of the comments section in that we can give away some players while also adding to the team. So Jose Iglesias is gone. Alex Colome is gone. We're bringing in some prospects for some players that have expiring contracts that we don't see futures with, like Chad Kuhl. He is gone. We are bringing in 19-year-old left fielding prospect Luis Medina from the Brewers. Now, we traded all of those players to contending teams. Now we are giving a bunch of prospects away to teams that are not contending for some established players like Cole Sulzer right here to bolster our bullpen and replace what we have lost in Colome. We are also going to replace a bench bat with Josh Bell coming in from the Washington Nationals. He is a guy that can provide power and hit some balls outside the park. Nationals don't see futures with him. Mark Melancon, the closing pitcher who is actually an all-star this year for the Diamondbacks. They will unload him for 3 young prospects as well. And then the Marlins, they've been looking to get rid of Eliezer Hernandez. He was on the trade block, and we're giving away 3 potential prospects here. Remember, I will be increasing, decreasing potentials and overalls as I see fit based on how people perform throughout a season. Ahmed Rosario is another guy, 3 24-year-old or less prospects going to the Guardians for him. So a brand new lineup here. We have Josh Bell in the lineup, and we have Ahmed Rosario leading off against left-handed pitching. Charlie Blackmon back in the lineup now off the stint, off the injured list. And a new rotation, including Eliezer Hernandez, who currently right now is on the injured list, but he should be back in time for his first start with the club. Let's go down to the field now as we have our first of 3 games today. We will really find out if the Rockies are for real in this episode as they take on the division-leading and really blowing out the National League LA Dodgers. Austin Gomber's had a decent season, good in ERA, not so great in WHIP, and almost kills a man. Trey Turner going to go ahead and take his base after almost getting nailed in the face. Here's Mookie Betts up next, and he's going to hit this one into the gap. Hilliard can't get to it. It's going all the way to the wall. Trey Turner's coming home, and the Dodgers have the early 1-0 lead with nobody away. Max Muncy comes up with 2 runners on, still nobody away, and Gomber gives up a bomber. I mean, I'm sorry, but I had to go there. 3-run shot for Max Muncy is 26 of the year, 459 feet, and the Dodgers lead it 4-0, and Gomber still can't find himself as he walks a batter, and now Edwin Rios to the plate, and he hits one to straightaway center field, and that one is out of here. Unbelievable. Just an absolute explosion for the Dodgers early on, and you would think Colorado has no shot. Here's Chris Bryant, though, in the bottom of the first with 2 away. Chris Bryant going to get that one to land in so he can get to second with a 2-out double. So Chris Bryant hoping to start something. Ryan Zimmerman comes to the plate, and he hits an infield pop fly. That one easily taken care of to end the first inning. It was a rough one at home for Colorado, down 6-0. We'll be back. And we are back to take a look at the bottom of the second where Randal Grichuk hits to deep left center field, and it is out of here, baby. 16th home run of the year for Grichuk, 420 feet. Hey, blaze it up. Grichuk with the big home run there to at least get the Rockies on the board, but Gomber continues to give it up here in the top of the third, giving up a leadoff solo shot to Justin Turner. That one, his 16th home run of the year, and it goes 387. So Todd Ramirez coming in for long relief, and he's got a 3.84 ERA on the season thus far. There's a hit given up, and that's going to bring in another run for the Dodgers with 1 away in the top of the third. So Ramirez not doing any better, really. It's an 8-1 ball game. Later on, Ramirez to Will Smith with 2 on and 2 out in the 4th, and that's out of here as well. A 3-run shot for Will Smith. That's his 14th home run of the year, a 486-footer, and now John Curtis has to come in. The Rockies solo all-star this year. Been very good against righties, only a 1.21 ERA on the season, but here's a lefty taking him deep. It's Cody Bellinger to center field, and that thing's out of here with a 2-run shot off of Curtis. 20th homer of the year for Belly, and that's over 470 feet. Here comes Chris Bryant to the bag in the bottom of the 4th inning. And, man, runs on runs. That one is out of here as well. Chris Bryant hits his 12th only home run of the year, 364 feet. Bryant's home run production has been quite a bit low for somebody playing in Coors Field. Here's Brennan Rodgers coming up in the bottom of the 4th with 1 out, and Rodgers takes it to deep left center field. Nothing but bombs all day today. Rodgers has his 13th of the year, 436 feet. Grichuk in the bottom of the 6th with a runner on the bag, and he hits one to deep right center field. That's both left center and right center for Grichuk today. 2 bombs on the day, 421 feet, just 1 foot over blazing it. Ryan McMahon up to the bag in the bottom of the 9th inning. A 3-run home run would at least make this somewhat of a game, but it is caught out in right field. The tag up will score. It's 14-6 in the bottom of the 9th. Still a runner on third base here as Andrew Heaney trying to just get this one over with. And Elias Diaz hits this one out to deep left center field, and Diaz is going to get a bomb out of it. That is a rare home run from Elias Diaz, his 8th home run of the year. 430 feet makes it 14-8. Still with a runner on the base, but Blackmon can't get a base hit, and that is going to do it. A 14-8 win for the Dodgers out here looking like a football game. Bombs all over the place. Will Smith, Max Muncy, Cody Bellinger, Edwin Rios, Randall Grichuk had 2 of them. Chris Bryant, Brennan Rodgers, and Elias Diaz all with home runs. Even Turner with his unbelievable, just absolutely crazy all over the place. Bombs. But the Dodgers do prevail with a couple of really big innings. A 6-run and a 5-run inning. Now, another division leader, the St. Louis Cardinals, come into town as well. Our record and their record is relatively similar. We'd be giving chase for the Central Division, but unfortunately we're in the West where there's so many good teams right now. And Eliezer Hernandez gets to make a start for us. This is actually his 2nd start for us, but we're going to take a look at this one, and there is a home run in the bottom of the 1st inning to get things started. Chris Bryant has been a little hot, and so is Sam Hilliard today with his 19th home run of the year, 407 feet for him. That would bring up Charlie Blackmon here in the bottom of the 2nd inning with 2 on, and Blackmon gets a base hit, and that is going to bring a runner to score from second base and give us a 2-0 lead against these Cardinals. Dakota Hudson having a tough time. Hilliard's been hot, but they're down the first base line. That's going to end the 2nd inning, but not before Charlie Blackmon makes it a 2-0 game with a little bit of an insurance run. We'll be back. Sam Hilliard to the plate in the 4th, and that's going to end the 4th inning. The strikeout of Hilliard as Dakota Hudson has been getting out of some jams here. There's down the left field line. That's going to hurt for Eliezer Hernandez. Potential to score here. Chris Bryant overruns the baseball, and he's not going to be able to stop the run from coming home. So a 2-1 game, still with a runner on second base here for Dylan Carlson, who ropes this thing out to right field, and that thing is over the wall and gone. A home run for Dylan Carlson, his 10th of the season. 413 feet, and that gives the Cardinals their first lead of the game. And with the bases bomb, Ryan McMahon swings through a pitch right down Broadway. And that's going to end the 5th. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's a dribbler down the first baseline, and that's taken care of in a pressure-cooking situation for Josh Bell. Giovanni Gallegos coming in to try to close it out. He gets Diaz to strike out on the high inside heater. And that puts 1 away in the bottom of the 9th. Cardinals looking to steal a road win here in a game they were down 2-0. Here's Blackman, and that one is going to get caught. A little tiny infield bloop does not fall for him. Here's Sam Hilliard with a potential base hit, but what a great play out there in second base. The shift works out for the Cardinals, and they are able to take the 3-2 win. Giovanni Gallegos with his 33rd save of the year. Hernandez ends up picking up the loss, but he didn't pitch too poorly. 3 earned in 5 innings. Not the best, but not the worst outing he could have had. Hudson gives up 2 in 4 1/3, so I would say the two starters were relatively similar. The Cardinals got a little more lucky. So now we go to Citi Field, where we will take on the New York Mets. They're not division leading in the East, but their talent level is up there, and obviously Jacob deGrom is a big-time pitcher, so we'll really get to test our mettle against him. Here's Charlie Blackmon to lead off. He strikes out through the slider, and that is going to bring up Sam Hilliard here in the top of the first with 1 away on a 3-2 count. He goes down swinging as well. Another slider, and Jacob deGrom is dominant early on. Here's Chris Bryant, and he's the only one to actually tag a piece of a baseball, but that one's going to get caught out there in left center field, and that ends the top half of the first inning. We will move to the bottom half of the first when we return. And in that bottom half of the first, Herman Marquez pitching today to Starling Marte, who's going to hit a lead-off bomb. And the Mets will start off with a 1-0 lead thanks to Marte. Bring out the Big Apple, his 12th of the year. And the Mets will hold a 1-0 lead. We'll see how well they can hang on to it. We go to the top of the second, and there's McMahon striking out. Stranding base runners has been the story of this episode thus far. Here's Thomas Nido. He hits a dribbler with 2 away, and Rogers, taking his time, throws it over there. Poor throw for taking your time, but that will end the 5th inning. Still a 1-0 ball game. Luis Guillorme up here with a runner on in the bottom of the 6th, and he gets that one in the gap. Bryant giving it chase. He's not going to get there in time. Trying to relay it home. It is definitely not in time as Starling Marte scores his 2nd run of the game. Here's Cole Sulzer up to pitch, and we haven't really seen him come in yet, but here we are. 6.75 ERA on the year. They got him from the Orioles, and they did so because he was pitching poorly this year, and the Orioles would rather have the prospects, to be honest. There's a deep fly ball. That one's caught, and they will tag. So runners on the corners here in the bottom of the 6th with 1 away. Mark Canha up at the plate. He hits a dribbler. Here's an opportunity to get out of the inning. Rogers to McMahon, over to first to Bell, and that will end the 6th, but not before Luis Guillorme is able to give the Mets a 2-0 lead. We'll be back. And into the top of the 7th we go with Josh Bell at the plate. He ropes one into center. This one's going back, and the pickup works with Josh Bell. What a bomb. Hits that one to straightaway center field here at Citi Field. And Jacob deGrom, very upset he gave up that one. 20th home run of the year for Bell. Here's Nimmo up at the plate, and he's going to take ball 4 and take a walk. Cole Sulzer not starting out this 7th too great, as he also walks Eduardo Escobar. Just can't find the plate right now. He's having a tough time out there. That's going to bring up Jeff McNeil, but here's John Curtis coming in to pitch, and why not turn the ball over to him, see if he can get us back in line. He's able to strike out Jeff McNeil to make 1 away. Here's Thomas Nido. He comes up. This is a deep fly ball to right field. Hilliard going back. He's going to make the catch. No tag-up attempt. So still 2 runners on. Only 1 in scoring position for Marte, who strikes out, and Curtis does the job, setting them down in order when he comes in. So Edwin Diaz, 40 of 45 on save opportunities coming in to try to close this one out for the Mets. Sam Hilliard goes down. Diaz good against lefties. And he proves it right there, getting one past him. Here's Chris Bryant now. And Bryant's going to lift this one out to right center field, but that one is going to be caught for out number 2. So 1 out away the Mets are from closing this thing out. We'll see if Colorado has the answer. And it's going to be up to Josh Bell, who already has a home run in the game. He's able to lift this one out to right field, but that one's easy to catch. And the Mets do come away with a 2-1 home victory. DeGrom giving up that one solo shot to Josh Bell. He ends up picking up the win with 11 strikeouts in just 6 innings. Top of the order for Colorado went 0 for 12. You don't like to see that. Marquez picks up another loss. He's 11-7 on the year with a 3.33 ERA. Starling Marte hit a home run. He had one of the RBIs, and Guillorme had the other. DeGrom goes to 10-8 with a 2.85 ERA. Still DeGromming on the Mets. Garrett Hampson is eligible to be reinstated, so we're going to bring him back, even though he's going to be out for another 1 to 2 weeks. We will adjust our roster accordingly just to get him back for September. So that's going to be big for us. Looking at the way the standings are right now, the Rays hold a 6.5 game lead in the AL East. Looks like they're going to come away with that division easily. White Sox hold a 9 game lead over the Tigers, who aren't even above 500. So the White Sox are going to run away with the AL Central, not even battle tested. And then in the AL West, it's the Astros by 2 games over the Angels and 4 over the Mariners. That's a tight division right there. That could go any way. Into the wild card, where the Angels and the Mariners both have their spots secure right now. Red Sox just a half a game back. Braves lead the East at 4.5 games up the Phillies and 5 up on the Mets. In the Central, it's the Brewers by a half a game over the Cardinals, but both the Cubs and Reds fighting there too. And here in the West, the Dodgers lead the Giants by 12. They lead us by 19 games, and we're 12 games above 500. So you never really know what could happen. We're just 2.5 games out of the wild card. We are that next team giving chase to the Giants and the Padres, but as it turns out, we will have to finish third in our division in order to make it into the wild card. We'll see if that's even possible. Randall Grichuk has been kind of hot, even though he's just 232 on the year, but 21 home runs, nothing to sneeze at. McMahon has 19 home runs. He's been pretty hot. Rogers, Josh Bell. The one I'm disappointed in is the fact that Chris Bryant only has, 12 home runs on the year. He's got to do a little bit more than that as the big signing on the team. Otherwise, he's going to be cap strapping us, budget strapping us for years to come if he can't provide better numbers for us. Pitching-wise, it's few and far between as to who is really doing all that well. Over in AAA, Toggly is playing really well, 295 with 7 homers. Casey Golden's really trying to make his case to come back up with a 269 and 13 bombs. Like I said, not just for our team, but for every team, I'll be making some ratings adjustments and potential adjustments depending on how players performed in a given season. I have already adjusted guys who have made the All-Star games. So if they were all-stars, they got a little bit of a boost either in potential or ratings or both, depending on if they started the game or not. So just trying to make it a little more realistic. Guys that make the All-Star game should have a better chance at making it the next year, so I wanted to give them that kind of a boost to show that that is the way that it should be. So we'll see. The game doesn't really do a great job of that, so sometimes there's like F potentials that make the All-Star game, but we're doing our best to make this series as immersive as possible. I really appreciate you guys and all the support that you guys give in the comment section. You guys have been tremendous. Keep that up. Today's secret word is 3 games back. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you guys drop as many likes as you can. Check out links in the description to the Discord and my Twitch channel. Come hang out with us outside of YouTube. We have a lot of fun. And thank you to all the channel members. Kaz Cray Gaming, Rigoberto Ramirez, Raider Bear Comics, Christian Horn, Derek Vance, Decoink24, TNJ, Jeffrey Kendrick, David Morslander, and B-Dub Productions. Love every one of y'all, FG fam. Hope you guys have a great day. Take care.